Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday and welcome to Hunky Dory TV. I really had to think there about what day it was. My name is Natalie. I'm going to be the host for this super awesome Super Savers show. How fun is that? We've got some really cool deals on today as well. So we're going to get right to it. I'm not on my own though. Emily is here producing the show, and we must add, picked a lot of the products on today. Hello, Emily. I think you're going to please a lot of people today. I think you've answered everyone's wishes, and we've added in everything that you asked for. And then over in the demonstration station, I can't remember the last time we did a show together. It's not been like
a crazy long time.
No, I think it's been like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
It's Anne-Marie! How excited are you about Super Savers?
I'm excited because there's such a varied mix of products.
There is, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a couple of brand new deals as well, which is super exciting.
I know.
So yeah,
I just think it's quite awesome when these types of products are on deals too,
yes,
because they're pricey products.
Yes.
So it gives you a real opportunity to be able to like maybe get your hands on something that you couldn't have potentially got when they're at a full price, or as well in some of the deals be able to stock up on, I don't know, maybe ink pad colours that you've run out of.
Brand new ink pad colours.
I know.
It's very exciting.
It's really cool. Shall we get straight into it then? Because our Super Savers are here, and you can save up to 50% across Miricard, card blanks, adhesive, Prism, and so much more. And also, to make it 10 times better, using your goodie box voucher code, which you can use as many times as you like from now until April the 16th, you can get 10% off whatever you buy today as well. So you could be getting deals that are 50% off and then add in that extra 10% off. You could be buying something today, you could be buying something tomorrow, you could buy something at the weekend. Using that voucher, remember you can use it as many times as you want between now and the 16th of April. It's just so many deals. And I love it when a deal stacks on top of a deal.
Oh yeah.
The best time.
How often does that happen though?
Not very often.
It's usually like you can't use these together.
You can't use this with this, you can't use that with that. But no.
So this is pretty good.
Deals on deals. So let's get to it. Let's have a look at this week's Win It Weekly competition. It's a good one because 6 people are in the chance of winning on Miri Mega Mix. This is an awesome product, mainly because you cannot get some of the colours that are in this pack anywhere else.
No.
They were printed exclusively for this pack. You can't like that. There's just so many good colours. Look at them on there. 25 different colours in total. You're going to get 2 of each 50 sheet pack. But what is the question that you need to answer? It's as follows. Which birds return to the UK in spring? Is it A, a swallow, B, a great spotted woodpecker, or C, a pigeon? A, B, or C?
Definitely
get
not
your
pigeons.
answers in.
They're never flippingly.
No, I know it's not those, isn't it?
They're like 24/7 in the UK.
Just anywhere you look, there's a pigeon. Like, share, and comment for your chance to be winning this. And as always, tune in on Friday to see if you are a lucky winner. Okay. Let's get on with it because there is mountains and mountains of product hidden everywhere behind me to be part of this show. So our Super Saver deals ends on Sunday the 2nd of April, which is this coming Sunday. There are even more deals on the website. We're not showing you everything. Let me just tell you that we're not showing you the scoreboard, and that's on there as well, so go on there straight away and put that one in your basket. But shop ahead on the website, check out everything, because that is the best place to find all of this stuff. Okay, starting off first with the ultimate tool. There is no better tool than your stamping press, and I can promise you that it is absolutely awesome. We have a really cool guide grid on the front so you can make sure all your stamps, especially if you're doing sort of like text stamps, are all in line. This whole section comes off. It's got magnets on the sides here which make sure that there's no movement in your stamping press when we're pressing our stamps down. We've got those 2 magnets that come included. We've also got centimeters and inches along the line here, which you can line it up to, and the top of your stamping press as well. This tool is absolutely awesome. Should be $34.99. Now we're knocking a whole £10 off. It's £24.99. What an absolute bargain deal that one is. Now, if you're getting your stamping press, you're going to need our next product. And this is a super exciting, absolutely awesome deal. It is our Prism ink pads. Any 3 for 2. Now, previously, you've been able to choose from our first launch of Prism ink pads and our Shimmer ink pads. But for the very first time ever in the whole entire universe, you are going to be able to 3 for 2 across our brand new colours of ink pads. So maybe you didn't manage to get the extra set of 6 that we brought out recently, then you can get the any 3 for 2 twice, and you can get those 6 colours that we added on.
Yeah.
You could maybe, there's an absolute favourite colour and you've already used it up, like I'm a sucker for my blues, because you use them one time for your sky.
Yeah. Do you know what
Green as well.
like the best selling colour? It's greige.
Wow, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, that's the one that's going to run out first.
This is when I was trying to describe a colour to Dan yesterday, greige is the colour I described it.
Yeah.
I might need to take my ink pad home so
Yeah,
you can
and
really
actually show him.
understand
because
the beauty of
Yeah.
that colour. But how awesome is that? Any 3 for 2 on your ink pads. These are £2.99 each, which means you are saving 33% on that. And there's 84 colours
that's crazy,
you can
isn't
choose
it?
from.
That makes them like
84
just under
colours.
£2 each.
Yep.
That's crazy.
It's madness, and they're an absolute essential because we can, you can use these with your blending tools. We can pop these onto our messy mats and pick them up with water, so we can watercolour with them. You can also stamp your stamps straight on and then heat emboss on them because it's a water-based ink pad. Great for using with kids for that reason as well, because they're super easy to sort of clean off anywhere. If you get them all over the table, not a problem. We can just wipe them all off, and it's gonna. They're just an awesome ink pad, really. We absolutely love them, and I know you will too on that offer. Then we have Prism Brush Markers Ultimate Collection. This one's very special.
What?
Very special indeed.
Look at that price.
I know, right? This one is half price on this deal. You're going to receive here 48 brush pens across these 4 gorgeous sets. We've got Berry Burst with all of our purples and our pinks, gorgeous watermelon colour there to finish off that selection. We've got our Forest Walk with all our greens and browns. This one's an ultimate set for if you're sort of into landscape colouring, drawings. Then we've got our Blue Lagoon with all of our greys in there as well, and those turquoises and teals, and then our Heavenly Sunset, which goes from our yellows, from our oranges, through to those rust colours and those really deep brown tones. So you can get all of this right now for half price. And if you are just getting into sort of stamping, colouring, maybe you're someone who loves calligraphy, or you know someone who loves calligraphy and their birthday's coming up, these pens are perfect for that. And we're not finished there, because not only are you going to get all 48 pens, but we're also throwing in the handbook for you. This handbook should be £9.
That's
yeah,
crazy,
£9.99.
isn't it? If you took that off,
your pens are going to be like £24.
that's insane, isn't it?
It's actually mad.
It's like,
Because how much would that make each pen?
it's
48
£6
pens. You're basically getting one.
a set.
£6 a set.
If you
And how many have we got in here? Like 12 each. I'm trying to
Yeah,
work
it's
this out.
48
Yeah.
total, isn't it?
So it's like 50p a pen.
Crazy.
50 pence. It doesn't even.
It's not.
No,
No,
it's a little bit
don't
crazy.
even think about that one.
That is a really good deal. Plus, we haven't even talked about the fact that you can then take off 10%.
No.
So you can take off 10% already.
Oh
That's
my
going to bring it down
word.
to.
You're going to take off $3.49, aren't you?
Yeah,
So that's
so
going to be. Oh,
just
this,
31
£1.50?
£31. So that's even less than 50p a pen with that
Wow,
handbook.
with
If
that
you're taking off
handbook.
that £9, that's really good.
Crazy.
Crazy
Just ridiculous.
deals. What we love about them as well, we haven't even talked through the actual pen. You've got dual ended nibs, so you have the beautiful soft brush nib, and you have the fine liner. They're the same colour, so if you've got really detailed stamps, you can colour in with this end and then fill in all the excess in there. Water-based too, so we can use them with our brush markers for some really gorgeous effects. That's such a great deal. On to another amazing deal. Watercolour pencils, people.
What?
You're saving £15 on this one.
Wow.
£24.98. You're going to get the full set of 48 pencils. Look at these in all of their glory. I love the colours that you're getting in here. It's a real creamy pigment. I was using these yesterday and that's how
me too.
I love to describe it.
Yeah.
A very creamy pigment, perfect for just that delicate colouring. You can make some really vibrant images though, and they blend so beautifully together. Again, you're going to receive these with your handbook, which is jam-packed full of techniques for ways in which you wouldn't even think about using these pencils. £24, saving you £15 right now. 10% off that as well.
£22.50.
£22.50. That's not okay, is it?
No.
It's madness.
I think the pencils on their own are like more than that.
Are they not? Are they not on their own if you bought them on the website? I'm sure. Are they? I want to say. I don't want to say because I'll say it wrong. £29.99 just to buy these on their own.
So even with your 10% off, that's still
more. Crazy. Crazy. Now, if you do get those ink pads that we were talking about earlier, we have an awesome collection of stamps and masks to go with them. These are our Paint Drop Posies collection. There's 3 different bundles altogether. Now you're going to be blown away by these prices. First one we're going to go through is the Geranium Bouquet collection. Now the way that Stacey designed these is really clever. You can see you've got your stamp sets there, you've got that beautiful bouquet, and then you have these silhouette stamps. These silhouette stamps stamp straight into this design, meaning you can colour with absolute ease. You've also got your mask, which is perfect for creating a background. You can ink through your mask straight away. It's going to leave the space which fits your stamp perfectly. So you can use your stamping press to stamp your stamp in, and then you can use your stamping press to add in all of your coloured floral elements with our amazing Prism ink pad. So that's your first one.
Look at that price.
Half price.
Can we just talk about the cost of that stamp set on its own is £10.
I know.
It's an A5 stamp set. It's massive. £10 just for the stamp set.
But you get the mask as well. You're getting
and
you're
only paying
£8.
£8.
And these are probably one of my favourite stamps we've brought out in a really long time.
Yeah.
They're just so simple to use. I think they are a great confidence booster.
Yes, definitely.
So if you are someone who's properly maybe just getting into colouring, just getting into stamping, a great selection to go into your background.
Really lovely sentiments as well. You know,
so beautiful.
I'd happily pay £8 just for the sentiments.
The sentiments are
they're
there's
really
lots
lovely.
on here. You can use them for lots of different occasions as well. It's the typography on them, isn't it? They're so beautiful with that sort of like bold statement, and then all the little sort of elements we can add in underneath to finish those larger sentiments. Then we have Peony Wishes. This one's really nice. It has that kind of corner section. These are all designed in the same way, by the way. You have your coordinating mask to go with it there. You can see ever so slightly that shape there from your design. These ones are great. We've got Sending Hugs, Birthday Wishes, but those stamps just fit gorgeously within there as well. Again, £8. And then the same for our next one, which is our Sweet Clematis. This one's really nice because it has an art shape, so you can stamp this and then sort of fussy cut out the top section, and then add in sort of like a square or a circle nesting die, make that into a gorgeous aperture. We've got Just Because and Congratulations on here, and then you can see all the other elements that go alongside that. And the mask in here is like a really nice sort of sprinkle effect. Very, very cool. £8 on all of those. Now that's 50% off on all of those stamps.
It's crazy.
It's absolutely just crazy prices, but they work so well with everything that we've got on the show, and I know that Anne-Marie's going to show us that.
We're going to use that Clematis one, and we're going to stamp it onto a 6x6 card and cut the top off.
Are you?
It's like, we're the same person. Okay, so let's get on with our stamping first of all. So this is where your stamping press is going to, you know, really come into its own.
That isn't your stamping press, is it?
Absolutely not.
No, I can tell.
It's disgusting.
I know
I mean,
you.
how does this even happen that we're stamping directly onto the stamping press?
I could just tell from the top that it wasn't your stamping press.
It's not mine. It's not mine. Okay, so what we want to do is stamp this kind of like maybe 2/3 of the way down, because we want to cut away the top part of the card. So I'm just going to have a look kind of where I want that to go. I'm going to open up the card because I don't want to stamp it with the card closed, just because I feel like that could just upset, you know, the stamping and everything about it. So let's open it out because we can. Pop that onto there, scoop that up with our stamping press, and then we're going to go in with our VersaFine. We're going to go in with the black just so it's nice and clear. VersaFine is our kind of ink pad of choice when it comes to kind of just outline stamping like this in black. See that real detail in there. Get this onto here and pop that down. So obviously with our stamping press, if we don't have this completely kind of inked, we've missed any areas, maybe we've missed a little bit of an area with the ink pad or anything like that, when we lift this up, I mean, it's stamped absolutely fine, but if there's any areas, there's a little bit there, let's see if we can just get that. You can obviously just go back in and pop that back down. It's just fantastic. So we're gonna do that part first. And then, of course, you get all these individual kind of blooms on here, all the leaves, you get all of these bits and pieces. So we can go in now with our ink pads. Let's get all these bits off. And then we can just add this detail in. So I love that you've got the choice. You've got that outline, so you can now colour that in with whatever you want to use, or you can do this with these gorgeous elements as well.
It just makes it so much more handy to have these,
isn't it?
pieces in here.
It's such a good idea. So this is our flower. So I'm just going to lay this over the top of the flower. And with the style, I don't think it's super key if it's not quite perfect. You know, if there's a little bit of movement, I think with this style you can kind of get away with it. So you don't need to worry too much about it. So we're going to go in with our blush for the base here. And what this enables you to do, and then I'm going to go in with the little bit of vintage rose around the edges of the petals, you can create this kind of little bit of an ombre effect.
I love this.
You know, you can go in with your ink pads and create this little effect if you want to. It's such a lovely way of kind of adding the colour. So we're going quite soft pinks with our main kind of bloom there, which is our gorgeous clematis. And you can see we've got instant colour. You know, it's just done.
It's so
easy.
vibrant.
You know,
mix, that colour mix as well that you've got in there from what you've created is stunning.
It's so pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
So then we're going to go in with these little bits at the edges, and I'm going to do this one at the same time because I'm going to ink these the same colour. So again, this is the fun with your stamping press, is you don't have to do everything individually. You can, go in, just grab those, and let's go with our orchid on these. So go quite vibrant with these, and then let's get a little bit of our violet as well. So again, we can create that little bit of an ombre kind of towards the edges of the ends of the blooms there.
And this isn't going to damage your ink pads in any way either.
No.
It's important to note. You might be thinking, well, now I'm going to have that pink colour on my ink pad, but absolutely not.
No.
It's not going to damage them.
I do always go with like my lighter,
colour
like kind of less dominant colour first, and then add in.
This is absolutely stunning.
It's just so pretty, but it's so easy, isn't
know.
it? You know,
It's
there's no skill to this. It's just inking and stamping. It's so easy. You know, absolutely anybody can do this. Let's go in with this next. I don't know what this flower is, but we're going to go with this one next. So just get that one in place.
Good morning to everyone who's joining us today on the show. We've had so many comments about the awesome deals that we've got on today. And that's because we've listened over the past couple of weeks to everything that you've asked for.
Yeah.
Everything that you've wanted us to have, we have added today. And there's so much more to come, and there's so much more on the website. So have a look on there because it is absolutely awesome.
Okay, and then this one comes around here as well. So just get that one in place. Just being a little bit careful with that one because I will still have a little bit of ink on there from stamping that last one. And again, just going in with our lovely lilac for this one too. So just get that one in place there. And then we can go to our roses. So again, the rose is the same one. So let me just line this up.
It is crazy how simple this is to do, though.
Isn't it?
It takes literally a few minutes. I think the hardest decision when making cards with this collection is what colours to
Definitely, definitely. It's so tricky. This one is pink petal that we're going for, and we're going to go for a little bit of hot pink on here as well. So again, just kind of round the edges there. Just using that shape of that ink pad to enable you to kind of get around and add that little bit of detail around the sides there. So again, with our, what did I go first? Pink petal. And then a little bit of our hot pink. Did I say hot pink?
I think that's what you've used.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't move it. Oh no. Oh no.
If you wanted it to be more vibrant, though, you could stamp it again.
Let's show you.
Lots of different ways in which you can use these to really enhance the colourways, isn't there?
You can, and it will make them look a little bit different as well. You know, because the roses, because obviously it's the same stamp 3 times. You can really mix and match it around like that and do different.
Put that hot pink in sort of like different areas.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's get this one. There we go. It is just so easy to do that, you know. And the stamping press is going to make it a lot easier. You know, you could do this without the stamping press, but this just turns it into...
It helps you to line them up quite a lot with the stamping press.
Yeah.
I remember when I did it with my acrylic block. You can still do it and it looks stunning. Sometimes you go out of the line a little bit more because that stamping press obviously makes sure that every single time you're hitting that spot perfectly.
Yeah.
But it depends what kind of a look you're going for.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
Can look really quite artistic, and if you are using it with your ink pads and then you're going in with your water brush afterwards just to blend those colours out a bit more, it is going to give you a really nice look.
Definitely. So again, just going in with our hot pink. And then we can do our leaves. So again, you've got all your different leaves. So
and someone would think that you have taken hours to colour this in.
Oh, definitely. And this isn't a kind of effect you can actually get very easily.
No.
You know, what we've done with the inks here, it is quite specific to kind of stamping with colour, isn't it? It's really quite tricky to recreate this look. So we can do these 3 together. There we go. So again, we're going to go in with a few of our greens. We're going to use the pear green first of all. Let me just clear up that pink off the... So really nice and soft with the pear green. And then going to go in with a little bit of the khaki as well, just kind of on the edges of our leaves, to give us a little bit of
this is going to look so good.
Heavier look there. So pretty, isn't it? So pretty.
That is so nice.
And then we'll just go in with that last little one again on those 2 little spaces, and then that's done. How quick and easy is this? But it looks
like it's
so
taken
fabulous.
Hours.
It looks like it's kind of printed, doesn't it? You know, this is the effect.
It doesn't look like you've stamped and coloured this in yourself.
No. And again, just take a little bit of that I can just kind of swipe it in onto that leaf. Oh, that one doesn't look right. It's moved. Did I light it up then?
Yeah.
I did,
sure you
didn't I? I think my
Is it because you've got like...
thingy's a bit wet,
You've got...
so it's like slipped. When I've swiped it, my stamp has slipped. At least we noticed before we went for it.
This is true.
Because this is not what you want at this stage. There we go.
So much love about the goodie boxes. Lots of people have received theirs. Lots of people are waiting for theirs to be delivered today. Anne said, I received my goodie box yesterday. Absolutely, 100% fantastic. Thank you, Hunky Dory.
I saw so many on social last night, like people sharing pictures and just the massive haul of stuff. It was unreal, you know. It's so
crazy.
Exciting.
We had a comment before, I can't remember who it was, so I do apologise, but they said that they got the iris folding die in their goodie box, and they've never done it before, and they didn't think they'd like it, but they absolutely loved it.
This is
and
what
isn't
we love.
This is the beauty of the goodie boxes, is it's getting different things that maybe we don't necessarily use, and finding a new thing to craft.
This is really exciting. I love that. I really do.
Lots of people are absolutely loving the offers that we have on the Prism brush markers as well, saying that they've already got theirs, but what a fantastic price that is.
Okay, so then we're going to go around and cut the top of our florals here. So I'm just going to go in with my scissors for this. You could use your craft knife, but I think our scissors will do this for us, and we're just leaving a little white edge all the way around.
Well, I've learnt something new. I didn't know you could colour stamping like this. I must give it a try. It looks so much easier. It is a really fun thing to do, and it works so well when you've got stamps that have that silhouette design and also have the detail from the flowers like these do. And what an awesome price this is. Just £8 for the stamp and the mask.
We've not even used the mask yet. We are going to use it, but you know, we haven't even used that yet. We've just used like the kind of main element of that stamp set. And how, you know, how different can you make this look every single time? Like, how many different colorways can you do this in? It's just incredible. Imagine colouring this in, stamping this and then heat embossing with like a white embossing powder, and then doing really soft like kind of pastel watercolouring around it. You know, you can do so many different looks with this one set. So we're going to take that to there, and then we're going to open this out, and I think I'm actually going to use my trimmer at this point.
Well, this is the beauty of the trimmer, Anne-Marie.
Indeed, indeed. So I can just line that up and kind of stop there. Just make sure that's pulled away. Oh, come on, we put a new blade in here the other week.
Do you know what as well, with the design that we've got in this, and the way that you fussy cut that, you could have it on the top of your card, or you could have it down the side. Yeah. It's like an edgeable design.
Definitely. You could kind of put two together on the edge of like a circle. It would look really beautiful. So many ways of using it. So we are then going to take the mask, and we're going to do this on the inside. So we're not going to use the area that's kind of masked out for the stamp, if you will. I just want to use the kind of confetti like in the background. And I'm gonna tape this down a little bit because I don't want
it to move.
Don't want it to move because I'm gonna go in with black for this, so I want it to be.
Oh my goodness.
I don't want any movement really. We want it to look really pretty. Gonna take it off the top a little bit. It just fits to the sides there. Maybe we should just bring it in so it's let's go with that. Let's go with that. So let's then take our foam and our blending tool.
Black is a very brave colour.
I know, well I just think because of like the black that we've got here, I like the whole look of it being kind of black and white, and I had a vision, okay?
I'm excited to see how it turns out.
My mask is the right way up, isn't it? Let me just double check that. Let me turn my mask around because actually, you know, they do have a right and a wrong way. And your right way has like a little bit of a bevel. It's quite hard to to show.
To see
It's
it.
something you need to see in real life with your real eyes, not your fake eyes, your real
Your
ones.
real ones.
Because it does have a little bit of a bevel. So then we're just going to go in with this to give us that kind of real cute confetti sprinkle look. And what you can do with this as well is sometimes when you're using your inks like this, it doesn't give you a fuzzy edge, but it doesn't give you a super crisp edge. So if you
No.
want that really crisp edge, leave this in place and then go in with your fine liner on your brush marker
Absolutely.
and give it that really fine.
It's such a good effect. And also
Yeah.
if you're doing colours, like a colour background here, and then going in with your fine liner too, it gives it that stamp look,
Yeah.
stamp look. So if you do have like black, if you've used like a VersaFine for the outline of your stamp and you're wanting to marry that up, then that's a really fun way of doing that with your backgrounds too.
Okay, so obviously we're going to come to the section that's kind of masked off for the mask, for the stamp. So I'm just going to take that little bit of tape out so that I can just do that little edge here. And then what we're going to do is just going to soften it there. So we're going to kind of naturally stop it there where that section is anyway. But then just go make sure we've got some real kind of coverage at the top there. And then take that bit off, and you can see it's just going to give
Kind
us
of gives
that
you a
really
really nice
cute.
geometric look.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. And then we're just going to add our sentiment on here, and that is us done. So I'm going to go with, I was having a little look, they're all so cute. I'm going to go with You Are Beautiful because I just think, you know what, why not? So I'm just going to open this out. I'm just going to go in with my block for this. And my VersaFine again. But because it is a brand new stamp, I'm just going to have a little test just to be sure.
Oh, it's very crisp.
It is very, very crisp. And I'm just going to pop that right in the middle, right at the bottom. And do we have, I bet we don't, the black in the, I mean we've got hairs in here and everything. But
No black.
No black. No black.
We have the black in this one. Let's see
Shall we
if
borrow the
can-
black out of there?
We can steal this one, I'm sure.
I didn't think to bring mine in.
Ooh. There you go.
Thank you. I should just keep this, like mine, in.
In your top thing.
Yeah, because I use it a lot. So we'll just then take out some little squiggly lines just down the sides and the bottom.
So pretty. I can't believe the colouring that you've got on there.
There
It's
we go.
absolutely stunning.
That is us done.
It's so beautiful. It's such a clever technique to sort of have to hand, which is just so simple to do,
Yeah.
really, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
beautiful. Okay, are you ready for part two? Because the first bit I've got to show you is, it's mind-boggling. Okay, we have for you a large paper trimmer. This is normally £21.99. It's now £16.99. That is the lowest ever price I have ever seen this come to.
It's crazy.
And you can take your 10% off that if you bought a goodie box because you've got that voucher. So that's going to bring it down even further. £16.99, lower than even the crazies do it at Hobby Maker, because Kat does some crazy deals at Hobby Maker. £16.99, so you're going to save £5 in total in here. You've got your large arm, which extends out perfectly, so you can cut even A3 sheets of cardstock here. It comes down to 12, so perfect to work with your 12 by 12s as well. What's great is that you have your inches and your centimetres at the top, in the middle and at the bottom, so perfect to make sure that everything's lined up. What's great about our trimmer though is that you have the ability to cut apertures, because you have up to 1.5 inches on the other side of your cutting board, and then down the arm you have inch measurements all the way across to the very bottom where it goes up to 12 by 12. You've got your incredible blades. You get 2 each on here. Make sure you're saving one for when the first one's gone a bit fuzzy. And they've got really handy guides on as well, so you know where you're matching up to and marrying up with. This is so handy and thin. I mean, I've put this in my tote bag before with other bits and pieces when I've just done little bits of crafting. I've used this for things you wouldn't even imagine either. I mean, when we moved into our house, I think it was about 3 months after, just before Christmas, Oscar ate our flooring. So we had to replace our floor in the kitchen, and we bought vinyl tiles. Now, they need to be cut down for the edges. I use my trimmer for that.
You know, I used mine for, Joseph got a fish tank for his birthday last year. And, you know, you get like the kind of like aquarium scenes at the back. I used it to cut like that down, and that's like a really thick kind of acetate kind of material.
Yeah, like a plastic.
Yeah.
It's really great for using with strong stuff. You wouldn't necessarily think it because it is a trimmer, but it's absolutely really handy. Having this guide here as well to hold your paper down is great because there's no movement. And the lip that runs across the top of the trimmer, including the arm, is my favourite bit, because there are trimmers or guillotines out there that have this arm section but they don't have this lip, and you can very easily sort of move your cardstock in that way, and then you're getting sort of wonky edges. So this is an absolute steal. To work alongside that perfectly, we have our little books, and these are always great for fussy cutting because we often have designs that have frames. You can cut and create apertures with these. We have so many little books. I mean, we didn't think we had any left because, quite frankly, these have been going down a storm at Hobbymaker and with you guys.
We definitely don't have as many as we used to.
No, we don't, but we do have some absolutely awesome ones, and they're currently on buy one get one free. We've got that Heartfelt Occasions, On the Move Decollage, so perfect for all the men. Spring is in the Air, which is hasn't spring arrived now. It was beautiful yesterday.
Wasn't it?
It was absolutely gorgeous. We've got the Little Book of Thank Yous, which is an absolute favourite of mine. There are so many fantastic puns in here. Thanks with a cherry on top. Thanks, you're the sweetest. What ones does this say? Thanks for being my rainbow under the in the storm.
Cute.
Thanks so much. Thanks, you rock. Thanks, you are a top dog. This one's the greatest though. Mustache, gracias. With a little Mexican there. You are Dynamite. Great little book that we have for you. We have our Storybook Woods, which recently launched. You can also mix and match our buy one get one free with our square little books as well, like this stunning, especially for you, which launched not that long ago and has been incredibly popular. So that is an incredible saving, 50% off there. You can get 2 for £9.99 instead of 1. Then we've got, I mean, I cannot believe that every single time we bring this to you, it goes so well. It's our most popular Super Saver deal, so it's just right that we bring it to you every single time. It is our Miri Mega Buy. This sheet contains 80 sheets of gold Miri card. That gorgeous high quality. I mean, look at how reflective that is. You can see Anne-Marie over there. It's crazy. It's awesome mirror quality. So we've got our gold, we've got our silver, and we've also got our rainbow. Now you can get these individually, so you can get 80 sheets for £17.99, which is 22 pence per sheet. 22p a sheet. That's incredible. But if you're absolutely crazy and you love everything about Miri, then we have something extra special for you, because if you want to get 240 sheets, that's the gold, silver and the rainbow all together, then it's going to bring it down to 20p per sheet, and it's just £49.97. Remember, we can knock 10% off that, so that's going to bring it down quite a bit. and you've got 240 sheets to stock up your stash. So a great saving deal for anyone who makes and sells, because 20p a sheet of Miri, we know how much you can get out of one sheet when we're cutting it down and adding things onto it. It's absolutely awesome. So many incredible deals in that section, and so many more to come. Let's repeat our Win It Weekly question before we get back to Anne-Marie, because it fits in really nicely with the Miri we've just shown you. It's our Miri Mega Mix. 50 sheets of our fantastic coloured selection, 25 sheets in 2 different colourways. The question we're asking is, which bird returns to the UK in spring? Is it A, a swallow, B, a great spotted woodpecker, or C, a pigeon? Like, share and comment for your chance to win, and we'll announce the winners on Friday. Okay, Anne-Marie, back to you.
Okay, let me just clear up this black ink off there. We don't want to be getting
everywhere.
We don't want to be getting that involved, do we? Okay, so we're gonna use our little book pages, and we're gonna use the trimmer to do a little bit of innie and outie-page, primage, invitage, whatever you like to call it. So what I've done is I've taken all my pages out. We might not use them all, but we've got them all to hand just in case. And I'm always going to make sure that I've got one to one side that is my base layer. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and start trimming kind of like frames out of this, if you will. So I'm going to use the 1/2 inch mark on the trimmer at the side here. And I'm just going to line that up and cut, stopping roughly 1/2 inch at the top and bottom. And then again, just popping that in, turn it around, line it up again, trim that, turn it around, and line it up again and trim that out. So we have a frame and we have like an inner section. So I always like to do my corners just ever so slightly under, just in case, because then I can kind of just go in with my scissors and trim those out, rather than kind of overcutting and having like the cut marks in the sides. So then we've got a frame and we've got an inner. So then we're going to do the same with another sheet, and I'm going to take it to a 1/4 inch this time. So we're doing a really skinny kind of frame on this one. So line up to the 1/4 all the way around. So just repeating the process, just with a different measurement. So you could do this in centimetres if you prefer. You can do it in inches. You can just kind of do it by eye if you want to, as long as you do all 4 sides the same. So it's going to give you that really even frame there. Then it doesn't really matter what measurement you go with. So again, just going in with the corners there if we need to with our scissors, just so it gives us a much neater finish to create that. And then you can keep going with this, kind of going inwards. So I have got all the other ones that I've done here. So let's see how these are going to build up now, these frames. So I've already done this one and this one. So this is going to give us that kind of innie effect. So when we put our base behind here, it's going to really kind of zone in on that little puppy.
That's so cute.
But then what happens is the waste that comes out of there creates our innie primage, whatever you like to call it. It creates the opposite. So from those sheets, we've got two. Let me just grab that one as well. There we go, that's our base on there, so that gives us that extra layer. So from those 6 sheets, we've created 2 like super dimensional toppers. And what you can do is you can mix and match a little bit. So we can take out, let's take out that one, but then let's add in that one. So we're gonna go in, but then we're really gonna come back out where the puppy is. It's gonna really kind of focus in on that little pooch there. And then of course we can we use, I don't think we can use that actually over here, because no, it's not going in the same direction. We can't use that one, but we've just got a few different effects that we can create so easily with our trimmer.
Very clever.
It's just wonderful, isn't it? So we're going to go with this kind of innie and outie design. So let's layer this up now. So obviously strips, perfect for this, because they are just the right size for the sides. And it just makes it that little bit easier.
Margaret says, is there any little books that are suitable for sympathy cards or all occasions little book? we'll have you covered for
Yeah,
that one. There's
I think
a number of
pressed flowers would be quite nice as well.
pressed flowers would be quite good. I think that it's very limited, but we've
Yeah.
definitely got that one in. Or especially for you would look really nice, especially
Yeah.
with those greens and
Yeah, it
silver
would.
tones
Yeah.
that we've got in there. And then you could use sort of like a sentiment from either your Trimmies, your Perfect Verses. They would all look ace on there. But yeah, All Occasions is great because it has literally an image for all the occasions you can possibly think of.
Okay, so just get layering these on. I'm just going to see if I've got a new sheet so we can just get the chunky strips for these ones.
Robin's asked if Kat's okay. She's doing a lot better actually.
Yeah.
She was on Hobby Maker on Sunday, and she's going to be joining us back in the studio tomorrow. So she will be here. But yeah, she has been.
She has been working. We had her in the office on Friday, didn't we?
We did,
But
we did.
we kept her out of here.
She's been in, and she's been working from home, so she's feeling a lot better. She's gonna love all the love tomorrow. That's for sure.
Oh, she is definitely. Okay, so we'll just add this next layer on. So I like doing the ones that kind of go in because you've always got this kind of outer edge
Yeah, you've got
to
a
use as
frame
your
that
guide.
you can-
So you can always line that up nice and easily, and the rest just kind of drops into place. And then we'll get this final super skinny frame on. So we'll go back to our super little skinnies and just pop those on. It's like they were made for little books, these
It
strips.
is.
The width of them
I think
is
they're perfect for your toppers
so-
as well.
Yeah. They are just amazing. So just cut this one in half so we can get the two sides on. There we go. And then we can add this final layer, and then we'll add that super cute pooch in the middle as well. And of course you can use your mirror mats with these still, your little bit of mirror mats,
100%.
because we haven't actually changed the size of the
outside.
the book. So again, just lining up this edge, getting this one down, just being careful because it is a little bit more delicate because we have obviously taken out the majority of that frame, and then we can go in with the little puppy in the middle there. So we'll get some of our chunky foam pads.
With the layers that you've got left as well in that middle, you could fully decoupage the puppy if you
Oh,
wanted
for
to.
sure, yeah, definitely.
And that sort of image that's left over, just so it fully stands off from there. But it's such a great idea. It just draws your eye in, doesn't it?
It does, and this is a really good way of still getting that dimension in something that, I mean, this one is quite good because there's definite layers, but
Yes.
some of the images, where have I put it? Is it
Oh,
this
like
one?
flowers and things
Some
like
of
that.
them are, you know,
The farm one's quite difficult.
this one, because this is a bit fuzzy, you know, just because of the style of the artwork, it can be a little bit trickier. But yeah, some of them are just ones that you might, like that, I would not even
No.
contemplate decoupaging that myself.
Absolutely not.
So recreating this, you know,
Yeah.
is a really good way of doing that. So anything that's just that, no, I wouldn't do that either. I would be using that frame technique, and it still gives us that real kind of wow effect. And then obviously as well, it still gives us those four that we can use to create a pyramage effects as well. So let's get this onto a card now. So I've taken from our traditional tartans and rustic wood. It's not quite the right shade of blue, but it kind of works. It brings in that kind of check that's in the cushion in the background there as well.
You've got that deeper colour.
Yeah, it kind of works. Let's see if we can get this onto a 7x7. Let's get a little bit of mirror as well. And I'm going to say I don't think we have any mirror mats in here.
No, we don't.
We're going to have to cut some mirror to size. This is where it's just so convenient, isn't it, having it done for you with your mirror mats, because I always forget the size. This is how it came about, because I'm like, right, so it's 4 4 and a bit and a bit. Is that? No, it needs to go the other way. Right, was it there? This is why I'm absolutely useless at mirror mats. No, it's next one. It's there. Okay.
It's just such a fun, very odd size, isn't it?
It is
That's
an
the
odd
thing.
size. So yeah, your mirror mats just make it so much easier. Let's just bring that down a little bit. Make sure that's pushed up. That will do. That will do. You can get away with a bit of a chunky one because of the frame.
Because you've got that height as
Yeah.
well, sometimes with a thin one.
Let's go chunkier actually. I don't think that's right. Doesn't look right. Let's go chunky. Let's put that back in. Right, I'm gonna convert it to centimetres because I feel like this is gonna be an easier measurement.
Better.
So we're gonna go 11 and we're gonna, let's see what the width is. 15. So if we go at 15 and a half, let's have a look at that now. Oh, that's better. Nice and chunky. There we go. So we'll get this together. Let's get our tape out. Can't believe we're not having my tape out yet. And stick this down.
It's the beauty of stamping cards sometimes.
I know, isn't it?
You don't necessarily need all those extra bits and pieces.
No, definitely not. 3-in-1 die brush just to get the backs off here. There we go. And then just get this in place onto there. And then we're going to do like a little bit of a wallpaper effect in the background. So we're going to kind of use it
Oh, that's cool.
like this, and I'm going to use a little bit of mirror just to kind of divide those up as well. So I'm going to just cut these up a little bit because we don't need that full kind of height there. So I'm going to go with 4 inches with my check, and then I'm going to go to 3 1/4 on my wood effect. So they will just ever so slightly overlap. Let me just bring in my mirror and cut a strip as well. So again, we don't need to use a whole like kind of piece for matting and layering. We'll just pop that strip on. Oh, she says if I can actually pick it up. There we go. So then I'm going to grab my tape and just put it directly onto my card for this, and then we can stick the papers on and kind of like trim them to size that way. I need to put all my ink pads away. I'm making a right mess over here.
Such a good idea to utilise like the design that you've got in the background though, and like just bring it out onto the card, like you say, like, building sort of like a wallpaper, like home.
Yeah,
look.
just like a little bit of a homey scene going on. So then we've got that one, and we'll overlap slightly with that one, and then we'll pop this in the middle. So let me just get a skinnier tape so that we can get this in place. Obviously you could kind of mat and lay this underneath the wood effect if you wanted, but this is just another way of, you know, minimizing how much of your stash you actually end up using. And we can just pop that along the top of there and then just trim this side.
These scissors aren't going to get sticky because you've
Nope.
added your tape onto the
card
Onto the
rather than
card.
paper. So we've got that really cool effect, and then we can just put our gorgeous little puppy in the middle, and then we just need a little sentiment.
I think behind you there's some little sentiment books.
Yeah, I think there's a few there. Let's have a little look. Let's just get him in place on there. Oh, rainbow. It's possibly a little bit too cray for this. 22, wait, 23. So let's look for a colour now that we can use. So obviously we can pull out any of the whites. I definitely don't think I want an occasional one. Let's go with, this is where I'm not going to have a colour I want.
There's so many good colours that are going to work.
So, I know, there
even
is.
Just looking through it, like those blues you can use. You're going to use that brown really because
yeah, the browns would really work. I'm kind of wishing
that colour would work as well. That sort of rain cloud.
I know, but that's silver and I've used gold. This is where I wish I'd used silver. But the browns in it kind of drew me into the gold.
What about that mauvey colour? Oh no, the mauvey colour's it's okay. It's silver. Sorry.
I know. Let's go. Let's just go white, shall we?
I feel like white's always a safe colour when you've got
a lot
isn't
it?
Going on.
It absolutely is. Let's go Superb Sister-in-Law, and then we'll add a couple of gemstones either side. I feel like that's going to work. So a little foam pad on there. So yeah, we could have pulled out the silver because there's so many blues and purples in here, but I did kind of go with gold because of the dog, and this as well has got like kind of browns in. So I was just drawn to the browns there and the golds. Let's have a look what we've got in here. Let's get our sepias out.
Pamela says another new technique. I'm really learning new bits here.
Oh, good.
And
this
Carol
is what we
said
like.
that's why we love these live shows, because we learn so much.
I feel like my job here has done today then. If you've learnt something, this is always good. So we'll just jazz up that sentiment, make it look a little bit larger. It's not quite as big as I would have liked to go under there, but we can kind of extend that out a little bit with our gemstones and make it look a little bit more sizable.
Gorgeous, isn't it? So clever. Really well put together. Well, Anne-Marie used one thing on that card, which we use on all of our cards. And of course, we have them on a super awesome deal. So we have our foam pad mega buy.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
This is really cool because you can choose so many different options. You can choose, you can choose our strips options, which works amazingly when you're pyramiding or invitaging. You can choose our large selection, which has our rectangles and our squares. You can choose our smalls, which have the, I think they're like 5x5 squares, and then they go all the way up to like 2x2 mil. And then you can also get our incredible circles, or you can get our mix pack. They should be £16, but we are halving the price and giving you them for £8.
Amazing.
That is an incredible deal. 16 sheets for £8. That's 50p per sheet. That is incredible savings on this one. So that's a no-brainer. Add it to your basket. Add it to your basket with any order you make this week. Add in those discounts, that extra 10%. If you got your goodie box, you've got that voucher to use from now until the 16th of April, and you can use it as many times as you want. Okay, next up. Emily, I don't think you're going to be able to see this. Oh, you can. The cake top is a little bit wobbly.
Whoa.
It fell off before. The cake stand, sorry, not the topper. So this one, your finger lift tape bundle, which is my favourite tape. It's so handy to use because you can just lift that backing off with absolute ease. Should be £17.50. Now, £8.75.
Amazing.
£8.
That's such a good price, isn't it?
10 rolls of tape, 33 metres in total. 33 metres of tape. That's absolutely incredible. Half price deal on that one now. Then our final deal that we've got to share with you. Remember, there's so many more on the website, so have a look at our Super Savers deal banner because they are all there for you. We have our brand new, this has never been done before on Super Savers, our brand new 2023 colour card blanks. So we're going to start off with our pastel selection. We have them in A5, we have them in 6x6 and we have them in A5. I was right. Why didn't I say that? Why did I say no then? Look at the colourways we've got for you though. Absolutely gorgeous selection in this one. Fantastic colours, adorable, scoreable, already scored for you. So if you're someone who likes to save with matting and layering, this is perfect because we have so many different designs for you. You also get your 6x6 envelopes included with this. You're going to get in here 16 cards and envelopes in those gorgeous pastel shades. So we have 8 colourways in each. You're going to get 2 of each, and you can get that in 6x6 or in A5. So that is the pastels. Then we have our neutral selection. This one's really nice this time because we've really mixed in some of those gorgeous colourways. So we have the black, the white, we have the grey colour there. We've got that sort of steel metally blue, but then we've also got some earthy tones in here as well. This is your neutral selection. We've got those in 6x6, and you can also get them in 5x5. And then is this the last one? No, this is the second to last one. We have for you, oh, there's some great ones. There is one here that is going to work with your Rainbow Brights perfectly.
Oh my word.
It's going to be phenomenal. Next up we have, this is our dark selection. So it has those really moody tones in there for you. Look at that sort of aubergine colour there that just stands out from all of those selections. Again, you can get it in 6x6 or you can get it in A5, but they are any 2 for £10. So you are getting 32 adorable scoreable card blanks and envelopes for £10.
That's amazing.
£10. Madness. Is that 32p each? Or is my maths really bad? I'm not sure. Emily will have a look and double check my maths for me. This one though, did you get that Rainbow Bright selection? Because look at the colours here. They match
it's perfect.
perfectly. We have those, this just makes me smile, those gorgeous bright rainbow colorways, absolutely stunning. They are perfect to brighten anyone's mood. Again, 6x6, 16 cards and envelopes, and you can get it in your A5 selection, but you can mix and match between all 4 selections we've got here. These are our brand new 2023 colorways, so they are going to be different from ones you've previously bought in this selection. Any 2 for £10 though. Absolutely crazy. Get online and have a look at all of them. We have an offer for you. That's it from me. Got all of the deals that we've got to share with you today.
It is.
It's down to you next.
Okay, so we're going to use the Storybook Woods little book, and what I wanted to do is create like a little bit of a trifold card. So I've taken the story, so this is kind of then what has decided what images I've used. So it's a little story about the deer, the bluebird and the little mousy brothers. So I've got the deer here with the bluebird, I've got my story panel that's going to sit in the centre, and then I've got one of the background images, and then I've got my little deer and my little mouse brothers there that I'm going to cut out and kind of lay on here. So that's going to kind of be how the card goes together. And then I was wondering, I'm going to need the pastels, I think, because I was just going to do white cards, but I think the pastel is kind of...
Do you want A5 or do you want the 6x6?
A5 please, because I'm going to trim down to 7x5 to fit these in.
Okay.
So we're going to do a new little size, but that's okay.
You can, that's the beauty of these though, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Once you've got them, we can trim them to whatever size you want. There you go. You can pick out your
Thank you very much.
colour selection.
So
there's lots to choose from.
I'm definitely going to have to go with the pink. It's do we do this off? This is quite nice though. Oh no, now I don't know.
There's loads of colours that are going to work so well with that.
Too much choice. The lilac's quite pretty as well. Oh no, look what you've done. I'm going to stick with the pink. I'm going to stick with it. Okay, so I'm just going to trim these down. So I'm going to just fold them in half, trim to 7 and then trim to 5 so that we can pop this together. So we've got that one, and then we'll do the same here. So technically, you don't need 2 full card blanks to pop these together, because I am going to like overlap the middle one. So you could trim like here and create yourself a tab to stick these 3 together. But just for ease, this is like the easiest way of doing it. And then you would fold that one that way. So you create that kind of tri-panel effect like that.
Very clever.
So let's pop that out of the way. And let's stick those together first of all, and then that bit's done. And then I'm going to have to go cutting our mirror mats again.
What colour do you want to go with?
I'm going to go gold, I think. Or yeah, I'm gold. Yeah.
Okay. Let me see if I can go find some.
I need 3.
3.
3. So let's attach these together. So this is then going to give us that lovely central panel. And then we will move on to this. So it's a really, really simple, quick card that's going to come together. Once we've got those mirror mats, let's cut out our little deer here. And I love this because you've got the kind of white edge if you want a little bit more of a chunkier kind of cut. Thank you very much. You know, if you're not very confident at fussy cutting, that white edge gives you a less fussy cut.
It's such a handy guide to just have.
It is, but if you want to take it in that little bit further, you can do. You know, you've got that choice, haven't you? So we're just going to go around our lovely little deer. And it's so cute, this book, because you have got so many options. You've got the full kind of sheets, you've got the background scenes with the little characters, you've got the storybook element as well. So you've just got loads and loads of choice as to how you can actually use it.
It's a great little book for making home decor projects with as well.
Isn't it? Yeah, it's perfect. How cute would these looking little box frames in like a nursery or a children's room? It would just be adorable. So we're just going to go around our little spindly deer legs. Just get that bit in there. And his little toots. And then we're going to get those little mice as well. So I'll just trim them off the sheet first because it does make it a little bit easier. This is where I'm going to instantly regret doing that because these are...
I was just thinking that.
Ridiculously fussy.
The fussiest fussy cutting elements to take out here.
Oh, the little faces. They are so cute. And if you didn't want to do this, there is a page that has got this on as well, but you know what?
It's nice to have that little decoupage element.
Yeah, definitely.
It'll give you a completely different look.
So we're not taking the tail quite as long as they are on the actual image. We're snipping them off a little bit. To tell you about the crazy dream I had the other night about guinea pigs. So I woke up and I was like, oh my, I never remember my dreams either. It's so bizarre. I was like, oh, I dreamt we had a guinea pig last night. And I dreamt that I went to the pet shop to buy a guinea pig, and she was like, oh, you can't have one because they like to be in groups. And I was like, oh, I'll have 5 then.
That is my
It's in my dream. I had 5 guinea pigs. It's very, very peculiar. I've never had guinea pigs in my life. They're not an animal I've ever had. But it's very peculiar.
I feel like we did have a guinea pig before the incident that scared me for the rest of my life.
Oh no.
I was very young though.
Okay.
I mentioned this story on Sunday. It's very bizarre.
Really?
Yeah. We were talking about something with Dave, but yeah, I definitely had a guinea pig before this. But my cousins had a guinea pig, and me and my sister went round to see them. And I feel like a couple of days later the guinea pig went missing.
Okay.
They couldn't find it, and then they found it in a sofa.
Oh,
it was alive.
Yeah.
It stayed alive, but it was like 3 weeks later.
Oh my words.
So this has forever scared the life. I've never ever really liked anything smaller than a rabbit, really.
Since then.
And rabbits have to be like quite big rabbits for me to like them. But yeah.
Oh, how
Since
funny.
then, I'm absolutely terrified When I was at uni, I made my housemate, oh well, her boyfriend bought her, I think it was a guinea pig. Her boyfriend bought her a guinea pig. And she brought it home and she was like, oh look, I've got a guinea pig. And I was like, that is not living here. Absolutely not. I was terrified. So it had to go live at her boyfriend's house.
Oh, that's really funny.
It was funny. I was so adamant. I was like, it's not living here. It'll escape from the cage. It will be living in our beds. It's not living here. I'm not waking up to the sound of a guinea pig.
We had a hamster once that went in the sofa. We used to have one of those sofas that like the cushions were kind of attached.
Oh yeah.
And it just like got into the corner and it just dove in and I could not get it fast. It had just gone. And I was like, oh no, it's stuck. And my dad had to cut like the bottom of the sofa out to get it. Oh, it was funny. And then I had probably the same hamster. I used to stay at my nan's on a Friday and Saturday night on the weekends. So I used to, I was like, well, I want to take Sammy the hamster. And it was in my nan's car. We got to my nan's and like it got to the evening when they wake up and it didn't come out. And I was like, where's Sammy? And it just wasn't in the cage. It wasn't there at all. So my nan panicked, bought another hamster. And my granddad came home from work and it was just like on the passenger seat in the car. So then I had 2 hamsters, and hamsters don't like to live together, you know, certain ones. So then we had 2 hamsters, 2 cages. It was
They're
funny.
pesky, escape artists.
They are.
by
They're
nature.
just so fast, so fast. That's the problem. I do love like a little pet like that though.
Yeah, you are a fan of a tiny
rodent.
a tiny pet, aren't you?
Okay, so just mat and layer these on mats. See how much easier this is? This is why you need your mirror mats in your life, because this is just a dream now.
No thinking about it.
No thinking about it, no getting the measurements wrong, just nice and easy. And then I'm going to stick my kind of outer layers on with foam pads, because they're not going to kind of affect the fold in any way. And then the central kind of story one we'll just put on flat. So quite a simple little card, but again, just something a little bit different you can do with your little books. And obviously you can extend this with the story out as big as you like. You can bring the size down a little if you want to do like a little kind of storybook ideas.
You can use our beautiful book
You
die,
can.
which is back in stock.
You can.
There was a lovely message on earlier actually about tutorials for that die. You can watch back any of our shows here at Hunky Dory TV. So if you go on the website and go to the hub, you can watch back all of our shows. So it will be on the Storybook Wood show. I'm positively sure that there was a demo with that die on the show. And also, if you go to Hobby Maker as well, you can watch back any of their shows over on YouTube, on their YouTube channel. So there's lots of shows. I also did a show on Sunday.
Good one.
Was it?
No,
it wasn't this Sunday. It was
Thursday.
the Sunday before.
Oh,
No, it was Thursday. It was Thursday. Just don't know when my days are. And I did a demo with that die as well. So there's lots of
It was
opportunities
a lovely demo
for,
as well.
For going back onto any of the sort of channels.
Yeah, and watching
back
things
shows.
back. So just adding our foam pads onto our little deer, so we can get him in place. Oh, he's so cute.
He is adorable.
And then our little mices as well. I love that we've got, you could cut this out like loads of times and have like a really tall mouse
tall
stack.
one.
It's very cute. Okay, so then we'll just get these in, add our sentiment and that little butterfly. And then...
Such a lovely way of using this book though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's really, really sweet. It's just a little bit different, isn't it? And that is the beauty of little books, is that there's so many different ways of using them now. You know, you can kind of make full cards out of your little book pages. You know, you've got background papers in some of them, you've got sentiments, you know, you've just got real kind of variety, haven't you? So just folding up a little bit of tape so that we can get that on there and keep those wings lifted up, and then we'll add our sentiment, our little Made with Love, and then that is...
It's so cute. And I mean, the way that you've put it together now, and then the way that it folds up, it's just adorable.
It's really sweet, isn't it? And you can kind of...
you could add a little bit of ribbon.
Add a little bit of ribbon to kind of tie it together. Yeah, you could put like a cover and a cover over the front as well if you want to make it full panel. Put it in a box.
That would be really
so
cute.
much you can do.
You can use more of those gorgeous pages.
Yeah.
I love it. Such a great way of utilising your card blanks differently as well,
Yeah.
to create those different shapes, which we all absolutely love. Okay, that's enough from us. We've got some proper work to do now. It feels like it,
Real
doesn't it,
work.
when you come in here? Yeah, you're just having fun in here, and then we've got to go out and do some real work. TV schedule. Today, Pauline has a brand new launch at 1 o'clock on Hobby Maker, so make sure you're watching. She's also there at 3, 4 and 7. She's got a brand new decoupage toppers, absolutely awesome, very exciting. She has the stamps that we showed you yesterday, so that's going to be an incredible show, so watch that. Then we also have our Say It With Style pads. She's going to be taking another look at those, and I don't think Pauline's done those on telly yet, so
I don't think she has.
I'm very excited to see how she interprets them. So make sure you are watching that, and then join Rebecca and Kat tomorrow for an awesome launch show. We will see you all again very, very soon. Thanks for watching.